Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today we read from Heavenly Tribe, Chapter 4, Seeking the True Self, Section 3, The Culture of Pleasure That Has Lost Life's Compass. The Crisis in the Family, True Parents' Words. It is the family's failure to realize true love that has led to phenomena associated with family breakdown, including individual breakdown, as well as countless problems on the national and worldwide levels. Of particular concern is the emotional instability of youth, which leads to diminishing life goals, spiritual aimlessness, and unhealthy, self-destructive lifestyles. World leaders who are concerned about the future have to be very serious in order to solve the real problems of young people avoiding marriage, rampant divorce, and so forth. Trends that destroy the fundamental foundation of families. Having lost the first and second blessings, humankind does not understand the importance of completing one's individual growth, which is the foundation for sacred and eternal conjugal love. Most of young people are not aware of the importance of keeping purity before marriage and reaching personal maturity through true love. That is why they do not understand the value of true love, which is the fundamental root of joy, happiness, and all ideas. The tendency to make light of trust and fidelity between husband and wife and to ignore the sacrament of marriage is an internal cause of indescribable disaster and tragedies for humankind. True love has been driven out by so-called free love culture in which people seek only sexual release as a cardinal yet momentary pleasure. The rapid spread of HIV, AIDS, and sexually transmitted diseases threaten the very existence of human race. Sharing thoughts. Be it ever so humble, there is no place like home. Those are lyrics from the world-famous song Home Sweet Home, which was written in 1822 by American actor and author John Howard Penney. Although he left his homeland and traveled the world, it is said that his dying wish was, "I don't have a family to return to, but please at least bury me in the public cemetery of my hometown." The place to which people ultimately must return is their family. Only in that place can we have a peaceful rest. But in our society, the value of the family is being lost. Its meaning is fading and degrading. What is the true value and form of the family? Our loving Heavenly Parent created humankind as His children to be the object partner of His love. Heavenly Parent hoped that His children will grow to become a perfect man and woman and a couple with true love at their center. Then Heavenly Parent wanted them to have children and become parents, experience parental love, united with Heavenly Parent's heart and become perfected people of love. Heavenly Parent's hope and dream was a happy world of true families that all people will accomplish as true children, true couple, and true parents, sharing true love. But Satan completely destroyed this hope of Heavenly Parent. Satan destroyed the root of true love, which is living for others, and prevented humankind from knowing the root of true love. He made them pursue his self-created and egoistical desire and love. As a result, human beings want to become happy through love, but because they pursue egoistical love, centered on themselves, the longer they live, the unhappier they become. They have ended up making this modern tragic society one which is increasingly lonely. Why did humankind come under Satan's dominion, lose the culture of genuine love, and become addicted to a culture of pleasure? It is because of the fall of humankind. To the belief that material things are almighty, the standard of good and evil has been lost. As a result, people have fallen into contradiction. People do not know what ultimate happiness is or what should be pursued. In conclusion, we come under Satan's dominion because humankind lost heavily parent original purpose of creation. In today's world, people are bought and sold. Love is bought and sold. In a single decision, we can waste our lives in momentary pleasure, and in the end, happiness does not appear. Ultimate love is not discovered. The thing discovered at the end of pleasure is that only futility and a sense of shame remain. The actual presence of this kind of person is nothing more than a false image of a human being who become involved in temptation, misplace their identity, and become confused. We should live by dominating our personal and worldly desire and center on the word of heart, achieving a balance of spiritual and physical. Our self-portrait today shows us having fallen into pity, unable to control ourselves. The people in this category do not care whether the world is heading towards goodness, towards evil, or it is destroyed. They are blindly pursuing the pleasure of their body. Having lost their original direction in life and the purpose for which they were born, they are simply wandering thoughts, wandering through life. This is comparable to a TV remote control being used to balance a wobbly piano. Anything that exists for a purpose, and if we don't know the purpose, it ends up losing its value. What did the Heavenly Parent have in mind when He created humankind? Human beings were supposed to be born into a family that attended Heavenly Parent at the center. We were meant to grow as we experience grandparents' love, parents' love, and brother and sisters' love. A person born into a family overflow with this kind of true love will be able to give the same love to their peers. If people have not experienced human relationship based on love, they cannot learn responsibility, sacrifice, or other things that comply with loving and trusting others. Eventually, they have difficulties forming give and take relationship. Many have one-sided or destructive relationships. It has been determined that many criminals and most psychopathic criminals were not able to form a loving relationship with their parents during their childhood. That can be considered a natural result. In modern society, the rising suicide rate of adolescents and their increasing violent crimes point to youth who could not experience secure love within the family. The clearest and fastest method for members of a society to become happy is to restore the value of the family and return to a family centered on Heavenly Parent based on true love. Points of contemplation. 1. What problem exists within the sex culture of modern society? 2. Why are youth crimes increasing and becoming more brutal? And 3. Is your family happy? If there is something missing, which part needs to be worked on to make it feel complete? How should the members of the family participate in achieving this? Oh, we are a broken society because we lost the identity of our human relationship. We see that we become like instant coffee society. You just put it in a cup, you put that, add a water, and that's it. But this, instead of giving you energy, it's taking you energy. Instead of giving you antioxidants, it's creating trouble into your body. And we see the result in time. We don't see it immediately, because I believe that if we could see it immediately, we acted. It's very good how they pointed out in this part about the love experience in the family. The fact that the social specialists, they come to the conclusion that the people that create crimes and the one that have mental issue like psychopaths and all these kind of, it's all have root in the family. Everything is in the family. A big issue in the family is that people forget how to relate with one another and how to love each other. Husband and wife, they have no time for raising their children, and they put their children in care of other people. And these people, they do only a job, they don't offer love to their children. And many times they try to compensate the lack of time spending together or love to their children with buying things to them, in providing all the material things, but less love and care and support. We are people of love. We are not people of money. We are not people of knowledge. Even the knowledge and the intelligence is coming based on a balanced love inside of ourselves. If we do not have love inside ourselves, we cannot learn. We are like robots. You repeat something, but that have no essence. It's empty information. All this crime increase because people have lack of love. If my family is happy, I believe we are happy. But I can see that also we get very much busy and we spend less and less time together. But as much as possible, we try to gather on holidays and gather on vacation and spend vacation together. And that's a good point. And I believe that there is always place for improvement. There is always place for giving more, for loving more, for respecting our elders, respecting our grandparents, respecting our parents, even they are old. And sometimes they are not productive, but they have an incredible wisdom that they are so eager to share with us, but we don't want to listen to them. We don't respect our parents and we don't respect our elders. We don't want to receive their wisdom. We want to experience everything by ourselves, but many times we lose so much time and we lose the essence of love that is given when wisdom is shared in the family. We use Google now for finding information, but the Google is not giving you that love shared with the emotion by our elders, by our uncles or aunts or grandparents. It's just giving information. Information is good, but if it's given without love, it doesn't have effect on ourselves. We look for solution in a society that is dead inside. It's shallow. It's a society that is shallow. And unfortunately, until we come back on a society centered on heavily mom and dad, on heavily parent, and on love, we'll never find happiness, because true love and happiness, it's coming only based on true love. And true love, it's coming from God. So we cannot cut God out of our life and say that we are happy. Thanks to true parents, we come to such a deep understanding of such a truth. And we are diligently working to improving our life and our families and our society. But we know there is a tremendous work. But we don't give up. That's why we create this heavily holy community, heavily parent holy community, and heavily tribe, that we try to give love, and we try to increase the level of love in our relationship, but not center on ourselves, not center on good and right, but center on love. That love is really helping that cold bed to diminish, to transform. Thank you for joining this morning Hoondok Hae. I'll let you have your own contemplation over these points and over today's message, and I wish you a beautiful, gorgeous day. Bye.